As you've been sending out and getting emails back from all these legends, what have been other things that have stood out that have, maybe impacted you and been like, oh, that's really cool to think
Yeah.
through?
Well, I think, SBS is a second level school in YWAM. And so are we training our students and our staff to have a heart to serve the location that we're at,
Right.
to build good relationship with them? And in line with Ending Bible Poverty Now as well, it's like SBS staff and graduates have a unique skill set in the sense that they can graduate and go teach the Bible. And
Yeah.
so DBS is exploding right now all over the world. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
And so are we encouraging our staff or our graduates to maybe go teach on a DBS near them or on outreach to help serve that ministry? Because I think SBS just needs to be servant-hearted of the rest of the mission, but also recognize, well, what part of the body within YWAM does it make sense for us to serve as well?
Yeah.
And I think DBS is a really obvious connection that we should be, training our staff and our students to kind of want to help that school.
Yeah. We've been playing with an idea called the Pass It On Project, where all of our staff, we want to challenge them to be passing on their Bible skills outside of the SBS school, throughout their SBS school. And that might look like so many different things. That could be going on an outreach. That could be teaching on a DBS or an SBS in another country. That could be starting a podcast or a YouTube channel or a blog, or working with a local church, or working with a youth group, or, we do so many different things. But what we're trying to do is promote being missional throughout your SBS. Because what we don't want is that SBS becomes a self-improvement course where you're just simply, just not seeing the light of day for 40 weeks. You're just studying all day, every day, but you need to be passing it on and pouring out and keeping it missional. So we have to remember God put SBS right in the middle of a missions movement.
Yeah.
And so we have to be missional.
Yeah. And with that too, I think, again, we have to consider how diverse SBS is around the world, because we, as a Western SBS or as Westerners, we have a lot to learn from what is SBS doing in Asia, or what is SBS doing in Africa.
Yeah.
And so maybe a way to help SBS globally become more missional is to encourage partnerships between very different locations, because just how you'll be drawn into their challenges to pray for them, to what's going on, because we have both served in Australia with SBS for quite a while, and we're not facing daily persecution. And some of our SBS brothers and sisters are. So can we help make SBS here or in other Western locations more missional by encouraging them to partner in prayer with other locations? Because the Pass It On project might not be needed in some of those more sensitive locations, because they sign up to do SBS knowing that they have to pass it on. So that inward focus, that self-improvement is unique to a Western context. And in thinking about SBS being missional and reproducible, we need to be aware that if we want students to pioneer anywhere, we have to keep it simple. Otherwise, they'll want to take all of these English resources and all of these textbooks that we have the privilege to have, but it might not be accessible, and it might not be the simplest format to pass on anywhere.